I have machine guns in my butt.
I'll be good. Okay, well, whenever you want to do your intro or whatever.
I'm in the intro that never actually works, but yeah, sure.
Blow me rainbow.
That's not the... You know what? We're going with the intro. That's the intro, guy.
Okay, I'll put that as the intro. I don't
Damn
care.
it. Damn it.
I will.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Any topics?
Good.
That was a nice podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
That's literally the intro. All right, guys, that's the end of the podcast. No, I was going to come up with a topic, but now that we're just... you should buy a better truck.
Why?
Get a Toyota.
Toyota, okay. The only Toyota truck I would ever get would be a Helix. Like the one from Back to the Future, that's
Yes.
it. Other than that, not gonna happen.
You buy it, you be like, boom, boom.
Well,
I'm
like
gonna-
everyone keeps saying my truck's junk.
I mean, if it
But
keeps
it's like
breaking,
the-
yeah.
Okay, the things that broke, though, technically only 2 things broke.
But it still doesn't matter. You don't want a car...
That's only 2 things.
Yeah, but you don't want a car that is breaking. Even if it broke 2
You know what?
things.
You know what's stopping me from that? Money.
No, more money is not stopping you from that, but I understand your reference. But
Money is definitely stopping me from getting a new vehicle.
well,
Without a doubt.
I guess yeah. I guess that's fair, but you're
When
piling
you have,
in money into the truck anyway. So if you just saved up, you'd be able to buy it.
No. You don't realize how little I make.
I guess that's true. I don't realize how little you make.
It took me like 3 years to get this truck. And that cost $1,600.
Yeah, no.
I do not make enough. I'm not gonna spend another 3 years trying to get another $1,600 vehicle.
I wouldn't even go with
But
that. My Civic's
the only
$500.
things
I will give it. I would like.
it doesn't even run, Mister.
It does.
My
actually,
Civic broke down and I didn't fix it.
Actually, it does run now. Runs actually
Oh,
better.
it does?
Yeah.
Well, technically, the only things that ever broke on my truck was the water pump, but the water pump was the reason I needed new fan blades and a new radiator. And starters are a very common thing to go out.
Well, if you just if you keep holding the key in, yes. I've done it before on accident. But it was also because it had like 400,000 miles on it. It was bound to happen anyway.
Well, mine has 160,000 miles on it, and the starter went out. But, like, the whole story of the starter situation was me and my dad were going to go up to the store. I started it, and you could hear the starter pulling the... no, not like that. It was pulling the flywheel. It was pulling the flywheel pretty slow.
Yeah.
You could hear it. It took a while for it to get done. And when we got to the store, I was like, I am not shutting my truck off because I don't think it's going to be able to start it back up. So I locked my keys in my truck. I had the second set with me. That way no one could just hop in and drive away with it. We shopped the store, came home, I shut the truck off, and I went to turn it back on. All you could get was the solenoid moving out, but it wouldn't spin anymore.
Nice.
And I was like, if I would have shut it off at the store,
You would have been stuck
we
at
would
the
still
store.
be at the store.
Well, it depends. You go to Walmart, you can buy a new one.
A new starter? Probably not.
Actually, at my Walmart, you can buy almost a whole new engine. It's
I
really
can
ridiculous.
guarantee you at my Walmart they don't have a starter for a 1989 Chevy S10.
Well, probably not, but I can go to Walmart right now, buy everything I need for a brand new Honda Civic, or like for what my Honda Civic, but brand new parts, and I can rebuild my car once again.
Well,
So,
like the other thing with the starters, I already ordered one. It was through that Car ID website that I
Yeah.
used to recommend to everyone all the time, which now they can suck my chode. Um, I ordered the starter from them. It said guaranteed to fit. It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit.
So the past 4 days now, I have been contacting them about sending it back to trade it or exchange it for the correct one. And they have yet to send me the information for a shipping label so I can send it back.
Because they don't want you to. That's the thing. They're like,
Yeah,
nah.
I don't have enough money right now to buy another starter while I'm waiting, so I have to wait.
Can you somehow makeshift it? Is it to
Well,
where you can just
the only thing I
readjust it?
could do, I could open the original one and
Fix it.
clean it out
That's
and buy new stuff for it, but I'd rather, it's easier to just buy a new one, plop it in. It's only 2 bolts.
I agree, it is.
Plop it in.
I understand that, but I'm saying this, like, just maybe manufacture a new holding bracket. It's,
A holding bracket.
or
No, the issue with the one that I ordered is the motor, like the case that goes around the motor, is bigger than the original one, and it hits the frame of my truck. So the only way I could get that to fit in is if I grind like a half an inch off of my frame, which I'm not gonna do that.
well,
I
well,
could
take the original starter and or take the new starter motor, put it in the old one.
I can't. It's not gonna work like that. The motor's too big.
Well, the motor, I guess. You just said the casing around it, so I thought it was.
Well, I assume the motor's too big anyhow. If the case is that big for it, but like, it's so frustrating because I sent like 10 emails back and forth with them, and they're like, is it still in resellable condition? I'm like, yes. And they're like, would you want a refund or to exchange? And originally I was like, I just want a refund. And
I think
then
that's
it turned
what you
in.
should have just went with the refund.
Yeah, well, I'm about to just do that right now because what I'm thinking is I'm either gonna start only ordering stuff from Napa or Advanced Auto, because if there's a problem, I can just walk directly in their store with whatever I got.
Exactly. That's where I get all my parts.
Like,
or eBay Motors. I've done eBay Motors
Car
as
ID
well.
is great for getting tires. I will say that. Like, Car ID, you can get a tire for $65, a brand new one.
I can
not even retread. Brand new.
I have a shop that just does tires. I can get a full set of brand new tires for $45.
Give me that address. Are they retreads or new?
They're all brand new. Like you're rolling out with the sticker that tells
what
you
brand?
New. I'm running Hankook right now, but
okay.
you can.
Well, the ones that I ordered off of their website were Falcons.
Well,
and they had Falcon and Toyo and all that.
My friend got Falcons for $60, but those were like the expensive Falcons, not just the ones you can just run.
Yeah.
So
the ones I ordered for my dad's car, they were $65 a piece for Falcon all seasons.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really good compared to a lot of places around here.
For Hankook all season, I can get $60. Right now I'm on the summer tire because it's the end of winter now.
Yeah. Well, I keep looking on Craigslist because S10 rims are a pretty common thing to find on there. Because I'd like to just find a cheap set of rims on there so I can have like a straight up summer set of tires and then winter tires. Because around here, you can run winter tires with the metal pegs on them for like 3 months, I think it is. And that's more than enough time. Like, 'cause that would really help with my truck. Because the open diff in the back, I should just weld it. I should just weld the differential completely shut.
That's a good idea, to be honest. But
there's a lot of people that do it.
I mean, yeah. I can't say I'm one of them, but maybe in my new house I will. because I'll have a bigger garage space. Which I'm almost
Yeah,
done. I got a week. Got a week left, and then I gotta get the guy that tells me, yeah, it's all good. It's all safe.
they doing like inspections for like bat poop and
No,
mold and
I said, you know what? I don't want my house collapsing in 2 years, so I want a guy to come in and tell me, like an inspection, but I just wanted to tell him like, hey, the foundation's strong. You will be fine. And
well, the foundations are usually like they're gonna give you the biggest issue
right, I know.
of anything if there is gonna be a problem.
I know, but I got the guy coming in tomorrow to tell me, hey, because he's
Yeah.
at the house right now and he's just checking it out, and he'll come out tomorrow and tell me, yeah, it's all good, or he'll say, you know what, this support wall is not gonna hold, and then we'll just reinforce it,
Yeah,
and then it'll be done.
just
So
with like a basement jack or something like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Um,
But I got all like brand new materials, and they're all really strong, so it should be all right. And if so,
yeah.
I can
So
move in the end of March.
they're not doing like a bat inspection because usually a lot of people that are getting new houses will have them check for
They
bats in
already
the
did a
attic
bat inspection. It's all good. We
because
closed the roof, and I said, you know what? All right, let's do the bat inspection. Well, we still have the attic not covered, or the attic not like sealed off from the rest of the house. So let's just do
yeah.
that. And they said, yep, you'll be fine.
I used to never think of that stuff, but my one aunt got I forget what it was called, but there was this disease that you could get from.
Hmm.
I told friends in school about it before, and they took it differently. I was like, from being around pigeon poop or bat poop, and they're like, "Ooh, what's she doing, playing in it?" No, it's just being in the area of it,
Yeah,
like breathing it in.
it's like
You can go.
radiation.
Yeah,
You'll
she went blind from it.
oh God.
You can get a disease that makes you go blind from being near it.
Hold on. What happens if you're already blind?
I guess you don't have any worries.
Because if I take off my glasses, I am almost legally blind. Like, I went to go get my eyes checked from the doctor,
What?
and they said if my glasses wouldn't fix my eyesight, I am legally blind. That's how
How
blind I
thick
am.
are your glasses?
They're quite thick, yeah. They're a
How
thick
are you
boy.
allowed to drive? Okay, do you know? You ever watch the Your Mom's House podcast?
Yes.
Are they like Josh Potters?
I mean, from what I remember, they're quite big. I think they're like
His are at least 3/8 of an inch thick.
mine's like gotta be 1/2 inch thick. I mean, they're thick.
Oh my good God!
And the only
How are you?
I
How can you even legally drive?
I can legally drive because I have 20/20 vision with my glasses fixed. I just have to have
with them on. It's
just with them on. I have to have them on. If I don't have them on,
You-
I'm obviously not gonna get in the car. It's like
you got that 1-2 vision, huh?
yeah, I got the crap vision, and it's probably because as a child, the TV was like right next to our couch because our house was very small and compact. So I'm on the floor looking at my TV, and I, of course, as a child, I was like, yeah, it's fine, and I've gone blind ever since. So
Oh my God! I'm surprised I didn't. Back when I broke my leg, I had it was like an 11 or 12 pound cast on my leg. It went. Not to be weird, the cast went from my toes all the way up to my sack.
nice. When I broke
Nice.
both my legs, they had a full body cast because I was so small at the time. So
Mhm.
they thought if I was just walking around with leg casts, I'll just fall over and break something else. So they just like full on just flooded me with they just took the cast and they just stuck it on, and I had it for like 6 months, and now I'm dealing with
Yeah.
the consequences of that.
Like
I have a problem where I have to keep my knees bent at like a 35-degree angle, or they'll lock up and I won't be able to walk.
ooh,
It's bad.
you're all fucked up.
Yeah. That's what
Um,
happens when you get in a car accident when you're 6 months old, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Okay? Pennsylvania did that to me. my parents were driving me from the hospital, and literally this guy in his Jeep comes up. It's a red light, and there's this massive hill, and he drives down the hill and smashes our car, and the car split in two. It was that
Ooh.
bad. It split in two and hit a corner of a building, and of course my legs hit the corner of the building, so my legs are perfectly still, and I'm continuing with the car, and my legs are like, it was terrible. Every single bone from I'd say like the middle of my thigh down was broken.
Are you like Timmy from South Park or something?
No,
That's how I envision you, like the same muscle mass and stuff.
no. I am probably the same muscle mass though. I
I knew
literally am a
that.
twig. I am a twig.
uh,
Like between you and Brandon, I think
No
you
one
and
knows.
Brandon would outweigh me by like four times.
oh, probably 8.
I'm just
Well,
I
well,
weigh 145 pounds.
I wish I
I'm
was that
6
much.
foot.
Damn.
6
I'm-
foot, 140 pounds.
I'm like W.
And Brandon's probably the same, so we'll say 4 times.
I mean,
Bra-
I mean,
Brandon's like 6 times.
I mean,
With all of
too.
his Twinkies he's been eating, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Hey, okay, I only had 12 Twinkies, okay? Only
12.
Oh my god. I have
oh, yeah.
one. I have one. I'm like, oh boy.
What are you doing? Shoving one on each of your fingers, and then you still have 2 left over.
Like you stick your
Walking
entire
around
hand.
like you're fucking.
No wonder why he's got a big mouth. I think I know how he got it. Besides, of course, the normal reason. But the other reason is you're eating so many Twinkies. God damn. Yeah, but no. You know how people have like prosthetics?
Yeah.
Well, I had that, but I actually have metal casing around my bones. It's like a shield, and I have it. It's my.
You got like
kneecaps-
an. I was gonna say an exoskeleton, but
Pretty-
not really.
I mean, my skin's an exoskeleton, but I have an exoskeleton to my skeleton, and my kneecaps are both aluminum. So
Well, at least you don't have to worry about a knee replacement in the future.
you know what I do have to worry about going to the airport.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I go through the airport, and of course I set off the metal detector, and they're like, why is your knees beeping? And I give them the card telling me I have metal kneecaps and metal from all the way down from my middle of my thigh to my ankle.
Wait. Well, never mind. I was gonna say something, but it doesn't even make sense why you would do it to begin with.
Okay,
What?
Tin
I'm like,
Man.
hey, you could take a gun in an airport, and I'm like, why does he need to take a gun in an airport?
Yeah, why would I need to do that?
I don't know.
I literally,
I could take
I've
that.
had-
I was like,
I've
you'd have an excuse of why it would go off,
When-
but then
when
I'm
I-
like, it
when
doesn't
I
make
was,
sense to do it.
when I was a kid, of course, I'm wearing glasses, and I was like the smartest kid. So I was quite bullied a lot. I actually had a kid take a plastic baseball bat and slam it against my leg, and it literally broke into two. That's
Your leg or the back?
the bat. The plastic
Oh.
bat hit my leg and split into two.
The
That
legs
kid
are the
never
best.
messed with me again. And I just say my legs are strong. I don't want to tell people that, yeah, I am literally the Terminator.
He's the bionic boy.
I'm
Oh,
Astro Boy from 2002. I have machine guns in my butt.
Yes, I do. I run.
That's gonna be the intro.
That's a great intro. I have machine guns in my
I'm
butt.
gonna isolate that. It is just gonna be you going, I have machine guns in my butt.
Alright guys, welcome to the podcast. Great stuff. But yes, so that's the problem. And that's the problem with, like I said, my knees locking up. It's like oiling gears. If you don't have oil in your car, it's not gonna run. Well, it's the
Yeah.
same thing for my
Are you sure? Because I can run my car without oil.
well, you're damaging your
You,
car.
you,
so-
you could for like a millisecond.
Yeah, you could for like a
Oh.
millisecond, and then you kill your car.
That's why my car blew up.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's
You're-
kind of the same idea. So I have to keep my knee not fully straight because it will lock, but I have to keep it at an angle. And when I sleep, I actually have a pillow underneath my leg so it sits up a little bit, so I don't lock up, and then I'll have to roll out of bed.
Oh.
It's
Yeah, that was the absolute worst part about having a broken leg, in my
you
opinion.
had to.
Was sleeping Because they kind of, I don't, my leg wasn't entirely straight. It was a little bit of an angle. And it sucked trying to sleep because you're like, I can't roll over.
Mm-hmm.
I have to just lay on my back with my leg on this pillow.
I I ripped off my cast. I used to have a leg cast because I broke my ankle or my foot, so I had to wear like a leg cast because they couldn't access my foot because I have a huge leg. So I wore a leg cast, and it took me 2 nights, and I ended up just ripping it off because I couldn't handle it. Like,
God.
because I couldn't sleep, so I ended up just ripping off and
So
walking.
here's what I did when of course, in the worst part, I think this is why it really affected me and how I'm starting to realize that the consequences of getting the surgery at such a young age is that the like kind of like cast around my bones don't stretch. So I still have so I'll have to get it replaced here soon, which is why, which my bed will have to flip. It will be like a futon. However,
Yeah.
I would literally, it's like sitting in a casket, if you can imagine that. So your legs
I'm
will
sitting.
be, so it wouldn't, you
Dude,
wouldn't be able to roll
not
over.
to be weird or anything, but I feel like I would love sleeping in like something like that. Like I always slept better for some reason growing up if I had my bed right against a wall.
Me too.
Actually,
Me
you
too.
know what? It's really comfortable. You'd be surprised.
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
I'm literally sleeping like a stick.
I
I
used
am
to.
completely
Yeah.
straight, and it really helps me sleep.
Hey,
The
one thing is,
problem is if I roll over, I'll keep tossing and over, and it will hurt. But I won't be able to go to sleep because it hurts. So I'm just sitting and I'm just not sleeping, which is why I go to sleep
Yeah.
early. If you like wondered, on the weekends, I go to sleep at 11 because I know if I'm going to be rolling over, I'm not going to get enough sleep. So if I go to sleep at 11, I'll be able to at least have at least 7 hours. So I might be able to sleep, but it's quite bad. Yeah.
I have like a set amount of times I have to roll over before I can fall asleep.
And also I listen to music. It also helps.
I can listen to music to sleep, but it can't be like with headphones. It has to be like my stereo pretty low.
I just have the little earbuds and I have them really low.
Nah.
But it's
I can't stand sleeping with earbuds in because I've done before, and I woke up and I'm like, my ears like clogged, and here the headphone fell out, but like the rubber piece stayed in.
yeah,
I mean,
but
it
if I
didn't go
have
far.
headphones on, I won't be able to hear anything. And especially
Yeah.
I may have told Brandon, but I also may have told you about my neighbor getting robbed.
Nope.
Okay, well, my neighbor is an idiot in reality and left his truck unlocked, and he had a
Okay.
gun with bullets, so I'd say like a pistol, and his wife's wallet. And this guy from
That's a
the
good
other
idea.
side of my like kind of woods-ish area are always, it's like every couple days or every couple nights at like a 1 o'clock, he'll come around and try to open your car. So if your car's not locked, he'll open it, take whatever is in it, and then leave. Well, of course, I keep my car locked, and it has a cover on it, so
Let's just shoot him.
you'd have to rip through the cover and then unlock it. Which he's not like a professional thief. He's just a guy in some shorts. So he's I don't see him with a clothes hanger trying to get. I don't see that happening.
He needs to be smart and just buy himself one of those kits.
Yeah, but see, I'm glad I'm moving because there's no one within me in a 2-mile radius. So
It's Pennsylvania for you.
that's Pennsylvania. That's literally the middle of the state for you. You will not be. But yeah, so I got a security camera, and if I made sure that it could see my front door, just in case this guy would decide to, try to steal something from me. He cannot, but if he were to, I'd get it on camera. And well, I've gotten it a couple times on camera of him just walking down the street. So I'm ready for, if he does it tonight, I'll get a notification and I'm actually gonna go beat him up because it's getting ridiculous now.
I've wanted one of
You won't
those
beat me
what
up.
do you call it? Like those bell thing, the bell door knob, not doorknobs.
Not the ring.
Like the bell,
Ring.
like doorbells.
Oh,
Ring.
doorbell.
Yeah, ring doorbells. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. You know what I meant.
Yeah, I got
'Cause
it.
I think it'd be awesome to have one because like the way my house is set up is you could see everything. You could see the vehicles and everything just from that one view. But there's also a store near my house, which I'm not going to say the name of it because there's only one of them, and if I said it, everyone would know where I live.
See, you know, the
But-
thing is, we don't have a big enough fan base to where
Yeah.
we'd have like 1 or 2 people. But still, they're
But,
gonna
like-
all die, so.
Wow.
Because I've actually had people walk into my friend's house, which, by the way, if they walk into your house, game on. I'm allowed
yeah.
to do whatever the hell I want.
hmm
So,
Well,
I just.
this might sound really morbid, but from stories I heard, if someone walks in your house, you better fully make sure they're killed.
Yep.
Because if you hurt them and they're not dead, they're going to sue your ass.
That, or they're just gonna, like, I better make sure they are dead and then call the cops, because
Yeah.
they can't do anything at that point. They can't just, like,
I'm
run
getting
away.
grand-
Because if I'm gonna call the cops while they're still, like, they're not hurt at all, they're just gonna
Yeah,
run
well,
away.
their brain's still active. You
Yeah.
gotta kill all the
Thing
brain
is-
active.
okay, so
Let's
see,
go.
so if somebody breaks into my house, I'm gonna at least break 2 of the legs before killing them, so they can suffer.
What,
just a tiny bit.
At least 2 of their legs. What are you gonna do with the rest of them?
Yeah, how many legs does this guy have?
Brandon's talking about a very specific person.
He's talking about, like, the Siamese twins, but they're actually just twins, and they have 4 legs. What is that music?
Who's
Brandon,
playing music?
shut the hell. Brandon, we're gonna get copyrighted. Shut the fuck up.
What? Let me do it around.
Thank you.
Right.
We're gonna get copyrighted if you play that music anymore, so shut the fuck up.
It
Okay?
wasn't even any separated music, goddammit. It was just a game.
Well, it's a sound. We're gonna get copyrighted by Sony.
If
okay?
it's a game, I guarantee it's copyrighted.
Yeah, we're gonna get copyrighted by Sony or UMG. So, because they somehow
No,
own it.
all of mine are every single one of mine's
Yeah, it's
UMG.
usually UMG is for like music
anything.
for anything, and then Sony's more for music. So
I don't think I ever got a Sony one.
I've gotten
before.
one. Cause
fun.
my idiot self, I had my ringtone as "Smoke on the Water,"
Oh,
and I wasn't there to pick up the phone, so it played, and of course I had my mic on, so I literally, and of course I didn't realize it because I didn't edit my videos at the time, so I just slapped it in, and then I got a copyright strike from Sony. I'm like, I got a claim for playing. Oh, well, whoops. So that's why I changed my ringtone.
claim, not a strike.
It's not a claim.
I'd rather have a claim any day of the week compared to a strike.
Because the claim, they just claim the video. So
Yeah, they get the money off of it, which we don't make anyway.
right. So yeah.
The worst thing is to have it blocked.
Right.
Like that YouTube channel, I don't think I'm ever gonna upload anything to it again. My music hoarder one, where I would take vinyl records, play them, and I'd convert them to digital, and I would post them on there as vinyl rips of the full album. And I tried one today because I haven't been on the channel in a very long time, and it immediately got blocked. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had a problem if they claimed everything, but they still left it up. But they blocked it, so I just deleted it after spending
Mhm.
like the 45 minutes listening to the album and then editing the video to go with it. And I'm like, wow, that was worth the time.
Yeah. It's been bad, but let's not talk about that because then we're gonna get copyright striked by
No.
YouTube. Susan's
And for talking about it.
Susan's just gonna come in and be like, "You're talking bad about me, chick, bam, banned."
She's gonna shoot us.
Yeah, she's gonna shoot us with that copyright. It's what's gonna happen.
Oh, I said a while ago, I said about the junkyard. I am having a stroke.
Yes, you are.
Call an ambulance. No.
Hey, guess I'm
about
having another
junkyard-
stroke. Get down here quick.
Junkyard digs. I mentioned junkyard digs a while ago. And I've been watching more of his videos lately, him and Thunderhead 289, and I have never wanted to buy just any $300 vehicle in my life. Like, I just want to. They make it so interesting and fun, and I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah, I learned the hard way not to do that, so...
Well, technically my vehicle right now is that vehicle, except it didn't cost $300. What I want more than anything is a reliable vehicle. That way I can put money into my truck and not worry about not being able to go anywhere.
Right, exactly.
But I don't have a garage, and that's a very big issue.
Well, I will have a garage here, and that means I will not have to have my car.
Dude, invite me. I'll help you.
You help me fill my, what did I say, 5? I think I said 5?
5-car garage.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll live with you. How much you want for rent?
I told Brandon if he wanted to live with me, he wouldn't pay rent. He's just got to make sure he cleans up after himself. And then I realized that's a terrible idea, and I shouldn't let him.
What about me?
I mean, you were, again, we were talking about this while you weren't on your phone, so I didn't really consider you as a prime
Love you
target.
too.
But
Love you
you
too.
know, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a move. Yeah. But
Looking out my window. Hey.
But here's the thing. I told him this, and I said you guys would feel really out of place.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're...
Who's gonna be there?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's just... Actually, you know, I can't put this any more nicely. It's nicer. It's way nicer than I think you guys live in, to be honest. I don't know what you guys live in. You could be living in mansions. I don't really know.
You're judging by my voice. I know Brandon lives in a shithole.
Yeah,
I can tell you that right now.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
Brandon.
I'm just saying.
He's not even answering.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, you're talking about your truck and talking about you can't afford another one. So I'm just assuming, but I could be wrong. I'm just assuming it's just going off. But I'm saying it's like
my house isn't nice, but I've lived in previous houses that were nice.
It'd just be a little bit different, I guess. Would be saying.
You're saying I'm too hillbilly redneck to...
Yes, most Pennsylvania people are. So can't go wrong with that. It's like taking someone from Alabama that he's been living in a trailer park for all of his life and putting him in a $10 million mansion. It's like that idea. You're taking his entire lifestyle and throwing it into a brand new house.
Wow.
I'm not saying that you are that. I'm just saying that it's gonna feel that way. I'm still like, excuse me. This is not what I've been living in for the past 10 years.
Well, also in Pennsylvania, you can get a much like for $100,000 here. That's like a $1,000 house in California.
Yeah.
Like, or no, that's not what I meant. $100,000 house here would cost a couple mil in California.
And that's the problem, because mine is quite up there. I'm not going to say how much because everyone's just going to rob me, and I don't want that. So,
well, my house was $14,000.
My house I'm living now is $1,000 a month because we rent.
$1,000.
Actually, it's like $980, to be honest. My new house.
I'm talking my entire house to own it.
Oh, my house to
cost
own
$14,000.
The guy bought it for $52,000.
Yeah, that's like normal.
My house now is. Hold on, I want to do the. Where's my calculator? Because I can actually tell you how much more it is.
You're like, it's $25 more.
It's $25 more. I don't think a 5-car garage you can get for $52,003. Let me know though.
A car for that much?
No.
Cars? There's a lot of cars in that price area.
It is 28 times better or more than this house is.
Okay, so it's expensive.
It's
So you'll be paying that off the rest of your life.
I've already done so.
Oh,
Because
dude.
the place I work at,
When are you buying me a truck?
because I offered to, you said, yeah, no. I offered to buy you a new starter because I know you like your truck. So I'm like,
You did not offer to buy me a new
I
starter.
did.
You did?
Yeah, I
Well,
did.
okay, the starter I ordered. Now the problem with Car ID is they charge you quite a bit for shipping unless it's something like over a certain amount of money. Um, and they also have core charges, which for those of you who don't know, a core charge is like, say you bought a starter, you have to ship them back your old starter. And if you ship it back to them, they'll give you a certain amount of money back for it.
Okay.
And they will charge you an extra 15 until they get your old starter. I ordered it. It was like the full total was like 80 something, like $87, I think. It's like 86 or 87. And I just finished paying off last year's taxes. I had to pay like $100 and something for Pennsylvania taxes.
Yeah.
Not IRS or not
Pennsylvania's
school
quite high.
taxes, just Pennsylvania. And I just paid that off, and then my starter went out. And I was like, oh my good God, if I would have waited one more day to pay my taxes, I would have still been able to get a starter. I had just enough to order a starter. I did. And now I have to wait until they receive the starter in order for me to get my money back or to get it exchanged for a different one.
Yeah. But no, you would like you would like my house for the sense that I have a full-on heated garage or heated and cooled garage that has floors that if you drop oil on it won't stain it. And
Really?
it has a lift, all the tools you could ever want, and a drain. So, and it also has, like I said, it has like an engine, so you can pull out your engine if you needed to. An engine stand. It's probably got enough storage to put 30 more engine blocks itself with all the parts and its different components on the shelf. And it's also quite nice because it goes up right up to my room, so I could literally walk down the stairs and work on my car and then walk back up.
You live in fucking dream world or something.
Yeah, but I made sure that that's really what it cost. I made sure that's what I wanted.
You're just gonna stay there forever?
Probably.
I would.
Because,
dude,
I mean, who in Pennsylvania is gonna buy that house? It's really a car guy's / woman's world in that sense for that garage. That garage cost me, I believe, 120 grand.
Okay.
I believe.
If you had if you had unlimited money and you could only own one vehicle, what would you get?
Oh God. Limited money, but only one vehicle.
I'm getting kind of honest. I know this has nothing to do with what's going on right now. I'm getting pissed off because I'm trying to buy a Hemi in this game, and I cannot find one.
Playing Car Mechanic Simulator?
Yes.
Okay.
There's no Hemis.
Okay. I wouldn't go full-on expensive because I won't be able to drive it where I live. So, because of that, we're just gonna take it in the idea that I couldn't technically move anywhere I would want to, which I just move someplace near
where you currently live.
But where I currently live,
dude,
I'd buy
do I have to like
$300,000 Marauder. If you know what that is, you watch Top Gear. If you don't, oh well.
A what? I didn't
it's
hear.
It's a $300,000 Marauder. It's based off the H1 Hummer. However, it can survive.
Oh, okay, the huge one, the one where Richard Hammond, the big red one.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
I'd get that.
Okay.
Just because I could go off road.
Holy balls!
I can go off road with it, but I'd also be safe. and that's really the most important.
Yeah.
So, and if it's just one car, okay, oh well.
I don't know. I wouldn't go for that, honestly.
I mean, I was thinking like an expensive like Lamborghini or something, but I'm just gonna crash it someplace, so I'm not gonna do that. Or like I wouldn't be able to go anywhere because the incline in every single parking lot is like 48% where I live, so if there's no
Yeah, you couldn't even go over a speed bump around here with
exactly.
a lot of those cars. My mom bought. We had family that lived in Pittsburgh, and it was basically my mom's brother-in-law,
Mhm.
and he had like a small he had a mechanic shop at his house, and he came across this Dodge Neon.
Oh
Um,
God.
I believe it was an SRT4, so it
Okay.
wasn't the shitty Neon. Um, I have to admit that I do like certain Dodge Neons. Like I like the SRT4. I don't like any other ones,
Yep, that's fine.
including the Plymouth Neons.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people out there like, what are you fucking stupid?
There's people that like the PT Cruiser, and I'm like, I need to kill them now.
I have a confession.
I have a confession. I want to
I
kill it.
I only like the panel PT Cruisers.
All right, get out of my.
Not
Get out of my.
not the standard ones, the panel truck ones. They remind me of like the 50s and stuff. But anywho, she got this Dodge Neon from him. It was like $2,500, I believe. But he got it from one of his friend's kids. Technically from his friend himself, because he took it from his kid because his kid got involved in drugs and street racing and stuff.
Nice.
And the car, it was a gold Dodge Neon with a full body kit on it, like hood pins, side skirts, new front and rear bumper, and it had like the big, it was probably an 8-inch exhaust.
God.
It was a manual too, 4-speed manual. I think it was a 4-speed.
It would probably be a 5-speed. They put the 4-speed in the
5.
earlier edition Neon, but it could also be a 4-speed depending on what year it is.
Okay, well,
Let's just say it's a 4-speed.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was actually pretty cool. I wish my mom wouldn't have sold it though. That's the only thing.
I would like to buy a lot of cars that I could afford, obviously, but I can't. Because one, Pennsylvania sucks. It's just a terrible. There's not many good driving roads in Pennsylvania.
And then salt.
Then there's salt. Then there's a ton of potholes when you come out of spring. I literally have a pothole down like near this intersection. It literally can swallow my car.
Oh, now I know where you live.
Well, if you find them,
Nah.
well, you actually don't because there's so many
No, because there's
goddamn
everywhere in
massive potholes
Pennsylvania.
everywhere. So there's no place. But either way, it's this massive hole. So you have to deal with that. And taking an expensive, let's say taking an expensive McLaren and hoping that you can avoid the potholes and not scrape the front splitter that costs
You're not even
$3,000.
thinking of another thing, which was the reason I brought up the Neon. She couldn't go over the train tracks we have around here.
That's also true.
Like, for those of you, I don't know how they are exactly where you live, but the train tracks where we are, say the bottom of the track is level with the road. There's always just a ton of pavement that they make like a ramp that goes over both sides of it.
Right, that's how
and it's usually what?
That's how they all are. You literally have a ramp that goes kind of like over it.
Well, there's some there's some where it's flat, like
oh gosh,
you know what I mean,
yeah.
where it's just the tracks and there's no hill going up over. Like the tracks are lower in the ground. You know what I mean? Instead of there being a big ramp.
Right.
Which is probably like, I don't know, what's a good one? Like San Francisco's is like that,
Oh God.
where it's all even.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
no drops and stuff. Like ours,
Okay.
you could not. She couldn't even drive a Neon across it. You couldn't do that with a Lamborghini.
Yeah. I mean, you could in theory if you raise the nose, but then it just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So. But yeah. So no, it'd have to be something along these lines of where you. That's the problem. That's why I was kind of hesitant to build my house in Pennsylvania. But it's the only piece of land that I could find that wasn't already $1 million.
Yeah, and then you were like, well, Mitchell lives there, so
Yeah.
I'll stay.
He could come over and fix his car for $3,000 and then give it to me and come back, yeah.
What?
No, it would.
If you buy the parts, I'll help you fix your car. I actually, you know how fucking boring I am? I sat and watched an entire video of how to tune an engine. I have no plans to tune my engine.
Hey, you
But I
know, you
sat
just-
there for like 40 minutes.
I watched a guy. It was a 45-minute video, and it was literally there's no talking in it, and it was literally just him cranking his wrench on this engine, and he was literally just fixing his supercharger, and he took the entire supercharger apart, put it all back together with brand new parts, put it back on the car, and started the car. 45 minutes, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll watch this.
Yeah.
About 14 minutes later, I was like, God damn, I'm in a pit, because now I gotta watch the end of this. I need to see how it ends. And I
You're like,
watched
yeah,
the
I can't
entire,
just stop.
I watched the entire video. And I'm
Well,
like,
technically mine wasn't, I don't know if you'd consider it tuning. He was adjusting all of the rocker arms.
okay, yeah, that's still tuning your engine. If it's from stock and you're
yeah.
adjusting it, that's tuning it.
But he was showing a way of doing it was to spin the, oh my god. How am I forgetting the name of it? I'm literally playing this game right now. Push rod. He would spin the push rod with his finger, and he would tighten the bolt until you just felt friction on the end of the push rod while you're spinning it, and then he'd stop. He'd do it to all of them. Then he would spin the pulley a quarter of a turn, do it to all of them again, quarter of a turn, all of them again, quarter of a turn. He did it for 2 full rotations of the engine, and then he gave all of them, I think it was 1 1/4 turn, or 1 3/4 turns on every bolt to make sure they were properly seated. And I was like, that's...
Hey, at least you learned something, right?
It was interesting to me.
Exactly. It's interesting to us as
Because to me, that was one of the things about an engine that I was like, if I built an engine, I'd get to that point and not have a clue what to do.
See, the thing with my cars that I have, like, of course I have my Honda, which just sits outside for reasons, obviously. No one's gonna break into my little tiny Honda. There's nothing in it anyway, but all the rest of my cars are already in a garage that's way more expensive than I think my entire neighborhood. And it's just, I want to keep those in a garage, so I'll keep them padlocked and stuff like that. I only have the key. Good luck getting the key. I'm just gonna say that. But now, of course, new house, I'll have better stuff. But because of that, because of, like, I'm trying to fix the Honda, so at least I could, like, say, hey, you know, I don't want to drive my brand new Corvette in the snow. I don't want to do that. I'll take my Honda. Then I'll take the Honda. It will be nice for the snow. However, I told you, of course, the engine blew. So I took a 2003 Type R Honda, and I put the engine in it, which somehow fit perfect. I'm not going to understand why. Because it's completely different engine and the motor mounts were completely different. It's just you had to switch them. You just flipped them around and it worked fine. Okay. And now it has over 400 horsepower. It came stock with 105. Of course, now I knew that all the horsepower is gonna break something because it's not built for it. So I said, okay, I'll replace everything. So I replaced everything. And that was fun, but yeah. Now it's working fine, and now I don't have to go 65 on a 35 up my hill, so I can make sure I get up my hill.
That's a lot. Back when I owned my what the Scion XD, I had to remember. That thing, it had like 126 horsepower, I think. It was either 126 or 116. But that's a decent amount for a car that's that small. But the issue was where I live, like, I'm in the forest type part of Pennsylvania, and the roads go up and down, up,
Yep.
down, left, right, up, down,
See,
left,
I
right.
live on
And some of them are like really, really steep downhill and then really steep uphill.
I live on the top of a hill. I think the hill at like the very top is 35-degree ascent. And of course, this car it's lost some horsepower. Let's say it has 95, even though I know it probably has like 6 left. But it's a tiny car, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's slow. And of course, I have to go 65 miles an hour at the bottom of the hill to get up the hill. The speed limit on the hill is 35. I have to go almost double the speed to get up my hill, because
But yeah,
the car will actually, because I had the one time where there's a way to pull off, but I had a point where I was going the speed limit at 35. I was actually going down the hill, not up the hill, down the hill, because I couldn't get any speed. So I'm like, I have to upgrade my car, so I threw in a whole 300 horsepower crate, a Honda Civic Type R engine, and now I can go up the hill fine. I just didn't have the power, nor
well,
the tires were any good, but you know.
I talked before on here about, like, I was looking into newer cars earlier, and I was like, it would be so much better for me, because, like, I love my truck. It's my first vehicle. I have zero plans to ever get rid of it. But I was thinking, for 10 grand, or no, not even 10 grand, it was like 5 grand. For 5 grand, I could order a new crate engine, another 4.3 liter V6 like I currently have, but obviously brand new, and a new transmission. For 5 grand, I could order both of those. I could put them in myself. I could run it through all of its stuff myself, and it would only be 5 grand. It'd be basically a new vehicle at that point. Other than, like, the frame isn't even rusted. Other than, like, the chassis parts of it.
Right, obviously.
For 5 grand. Like, if I put another 5 grand in it, I could probably do the chassis too. But I'd rather have, like, a new S10 than an old something for 5 grand.
I could.
You know what I mean? It'd be better for my money to get a brand new engine for 5 grand, engine and transmission for 5 grand, than get a used vehicle for 5 grand.
It makes sense.
I just thought that'd be smarter.
Brandon, what the fuck did you just send me?
His penis.
Oh god, he said he found Shady. Hold up.
He found me. I'm not even going to open it up because I'm recording.
You are not that big. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I'm not.
No. To what I
Good.
saw, you're not. Also, when do you wear a... That looks like a plastic bag you get at Giant Eagle on her head.
Oh, I've seen that video. Or that picture.
Oh, he said he's found Shady's girlfriend. Oh. I don't think he has one, Brandon.
That is her.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't even see it.
I guess I believe I told Brandon, but I may have not told you. I am getting engaged.
That's quick.
And the only reason why is because the person I've been friends with her, I think from the very birth. And we tried once, and of course, we were like 6, so that didn't obviously work. But we were friends ever since. So we decided, you know what, let's give it a shot. Dated 6 months. We were like, yep, this is the one. And there we go. And also,
Okay.
good luck beating her in a race. That's all I'm gonna say. Just good luck. If you ever,
I'm not.
if you ever decide, you know what, let's all have a race.
What, does she have a car?
She has a car.
What is it?
It's a R33 Skyline. It's got about
Yeah, I'll beat
1,000
her.
wheel horsepower. And it does the quarter mile in 8.6 seconds. Without nitrous.
I'll beat her.
With nitrous, it does a 6.8. So, have fun. I can't even beat her with my brand new GTR. Expensive.
I'll beat her.
Good luck. That's all I just want to say. Brandon, you know what? I'm really just gonna have to ban you on this. The
That's the A. Where's the fucking B?
so, but yes, so that's. I mean, we're not gonna get married until a couple years, of course.
Yeah, I'd wait.
But I'm saying we're just being engaged. So,
I.
so yay. That's great. So yes, I mean, yeah, if you want to come live with me, you can go ahead. I've got 3 extra bedrooms.
The way you worded that sounded like we're getting engaged.
Yes,
You're
come
like,
on,
yeah, we're
Shade.
getting. You're like, we're getting engaged. So if you want to come down, wait, whoa.
If you want to come on down, actually, it'd be come on up. Yeah, but either way.
You're north of me? I didn't think you were north of me.
I will be. I'm at the top of the top of the county.
The top of my county?
Yes, I would be at the top of your county.
Oh.
So it would be up. That's why I said I told you that a long time ago.
I don't understand why this. Okay, I am doing a Hemi V8, but it takes 16 spark plugs. Does this like double fire or something?
Hey, more performance. You get double the spark.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, I need push rods.
I don't like Brandon anymore.
No, for what? What are you talking about?
Actually, I never liked him anyway, so.
Me either.
Oh, okay.
It smells like old chicken nuggets and.
Great friends I have. Okay. I'm just gonna go MIA, I guess. You know, just never hear from me again.
Wait! I didn't say the other thing you smelled like. I was gonna say chicken nuggets and old people.
That's probably true, actually.
Hell
I was gonna say he smells like the men's bathroom at my McDonald's.
No.
Dude, why all men's bathrooms? I mean, I haven't been in a woman's bathroom in a good minute.
Good job, so proud.
Actually, I was once, but I have a valid reason.
You accidentally walked
Yeah,
in?
so have I.
No, my gram was a janitor, and I'd help her in the school early in the morning.
Okay, I guess that you know what, that's fair.
She'd be like, "Go grab," like before the school even, like before anyone else even came.
Hey, that's fair.
She'd be like, "Go get the garbage bag out of there."
I did, of course, because I was like 3 years old, and my mom was like, you know, let's go to the bath, and so of course, she would take me because I couldn't go myself, but that would be the only time. And I think the only other time I would have to would be if they flip the Disney World.
Yeah, I could imagine my mom has probably done that.
I think that's a thing.
I assume that my mom probably took me into a woman's bathroom when I was a kid, but I don't remember.
I was in a woman's bathroom probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, but that's because you're transitioning.
No.
You're entering your next phase of your life.
No, my girlfriend was in there, and we had a meeting.
A meeting, yes. That's what we're gonna call it.
I bet that's what they call it.
what we're gonna
call
say.
it a meeting. We'll call it
It
a
was a
meeting
meeting.
where you touch
Tips.
It was
tips.
it
Yeah.
was it was 45 minutes long. Okay, the meeting was 45 minutes long.
God damn!
Okay.
How long do you take?
Jesus. Just poop and get out of there.
Exactly. What do you do with like?
I mean, it
What
was very
what do
quick.
you?
We know what he was doing, but he's probably making it up. So
Yeah,
it's okay.
probably. Who spends 45 minutes in the bathroom?
I got videos to prove it. Okay.
He was taking
I
a
don't
meaty
want to
shit.
see videos of that. I am
Don't
now
send
going
it.
to become a married man. I don't want to see any of that. I'm sorry. Okay? I don't want to see any of it. All right?
Okay, how long till you get married? Is it?
I'm going to say a couple years.
Okay. You're still good.
Make sure
still
you
good.
definitely want to be with her.
Yes, that's why we're saying we're giving it a couple
Like-
years.
Like 2 weeks, you're like, shut the
Shady,
fuck up.
Shady, question: Are you gonna run the bachelor party, or should I run the bachelor party? Because
The what?
bachelor
Oh,
party.
I'll come to your wedding.
I like how Brendan immediately assumes I'm going to invite him to my wedding.
Yeah, I mean, you'll obviously invite me.
I'm
gonna be
obviously
right there.
inviting Shady. Brandon is. I don't want that. No.
I'll DJ for you. I DJ'd my other friend's wedding.
I got my old geography teacher does that. He did all the proms for me in high school, so
I did his wedding for free.
Shady will keep me on the leash, okay? Shady will have the leash. Keep me
I
on
don't
the
want that. I don't want a guy carrying another guy leash.
Buy a literal leash. He
Literally
has a
leash him.
kink.
No,
He's gonna be wearing all leather.
Oh, you couldn't say that. Maybe Shady's walking in. I was walking with like all leather. Just
It's like, are they a biker gang? No, they're my idiot friends.
No, they
they're just the weird friends that you have in high school. But no, it would be a couple of years, just because I obviously I'm young enough to where it's kind of early.
oh, come on, you're 20,
yeah.
dog. Come on, just tie the knot. Just at 21, just tie the knot. There you go.
No,
you gotta wait.
you gotta at least wait, and that's what I'm doing. I'm
You can't even give him advice on being with a girl because you've never had a girl.
Hey, the
Okay.
coach don't play the game.
He's just giving the advice, and you know what? I accept it. Brandon, I don't accept it. You almost. You're
The coach don't play the game. And I already told you I had a girlfriend once, but she was a nasty hoe. Still is, but
mine still is always.
thank God I did not stay with her.
Pull up a hoe. What's her number real quick? Hold on, let me get...
No, she has a baby. I was going to say something else about the baby, but never mind.
Can't
Yeah,
say
you
that.
know
We
what-
can't go that far.
I can't go that far, but not that would even matter.
But no, it's giving it a couple years. I think I both told you, but I'd rather not tell the podcast. So I'm just so I wouldn't have to worry about that, which is the best thing. And also,
well, I didn't mean like that, but yeah, okay.
and also, found out that she also can't have kids, so we're perfect.
A perfect
I don't have to
match.
save up for college. Do you understand that? Saving
You
up
don't have to save up for condoms either.
Unless
You're
she
right
wants listen,
Dude,
unless she wants to
you're-
adopt, okay? Right now,
she's
girls are going to change their mind because she might end up wanting to adopt the kid later on.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I just don't want.
yeah. If you're adopting, you can pick one you actually want.
Exactly.
If it's your own, you just get what you
Make
get.
Yeah.
sure that
I can select my character. I can try to I
Yeah.
can do the randomize button and try to see what I get.
make
He's
sure,
gonna be over. He's like, do I want a Nord or a?
Do I want a Valkyrie or an elf? Oh no.
guy, we're going back to Skyrim. Oh no.
Skyrim
No.
was always the best. I don't want to hear it.
But no, I'm saying you want to start them out young because if you get them if you get them in like the teenagers, they'll just fuck up your life. And
I mean, I obviously know that, and I know what. See, that's the thing my parents always told me. Maybe they didn't tell this to you. They always told me that we've been where you're at. We know. We we know. We understand what you're going through, and I would too. Let's say I'd be 24 when I would have a child. When he's 10, I'll be 34. I'll be young enough to where I could still help him with all of his sports and not break my back trying to play.
He'll break your legs
Here,
again.
son, here, I'll pass the
I
football.
break my legs all the time. It's just I don't tell anyone.
Superman.
You're just like I am.
I'm already broken anyway.
Superman at the age of 34. Here, son, pass. Here, I'm gonna pass the football. Oh God, I'm going down. I'm going down.
Going my back. I'm going down.
I almost legit almost just fell.
Playing into the role play. No, but yeah, it is a problem. But I think it'd just be best if we just didn't have a kid. And I told her that from the beginning, like, hey, I can't have one, but I also just don't want one. And the reason why is I just don't feel like I would be good at all. So let's just not make that just not do that. And that's what we're going with, so we'll just keep it that way. Like Brandon would be a good father anyway.
Oh, I would too. What are you talking about?
No, you wouldn't.
He takes care of his sister.
Yeah, obviously it's shown. She's crying every 5 minutes.
No. Okay, the reason why, totally be honest with you, I do care about my sister. I take care of her. Because
I know you do. We just make fun of it.
I stay home from school. To take care of her, but no, my brother keeps messing with her. That's why when you hear her cry, it's either my brother messing with her or something, or my mom is. But
yeah,
or the dog.
That's the cover. That's the cover up. No, it's been a rough couple of years with my family and stuff. I've obviously said things not on the podcast, and I'm not gonna say it because I'm just gonna get killed by the FBI. So we're not gonna go there. But I've had a rough couple of years of work. My family, we used to be really close, and then we've all split. It's been I don't think I've seen my cousins in 8 years.
I haven't seen my cousins in a very long time.
I've used to see them every like 6 months, and then it just split.
That's the thing. That's okay. So think about this. When you get older, when you're younger, you always hang out with your cousins, whatever. But when you get older, your cousins always split off. Like honestly, I haven't seen my two cousins in probably 12.
That's what I noticed. My first cousins were older than me, so I realized as a child, yeah, we're all children at the time. But as they were like 18, 19, and I was about 16, they didn't want anything to do with me because, of course, they had their own things. Which, by the way, Brandon's making food, so do you mind not? Thank you. Okay. Brandon.
What?
That's gonna be copyrighted as well.
Making the food.
Yeah. There's gonna be a YouTube video where someone's make food and it sounds exactly like that.
Yeah.
Well, if it gets copyrighted, you send that to me and I will call YouTube and bitch them out for it because this is bullshit. Okay, this is bullshit. Okay.
Trust me, a lot of people do that. It's still not gonna work.
I still got that copyright strike on that one video where there wasn't even a song.
Oh,
Man, Shady got copyrighted from KSI, I think, right? It was KSI, I think, right? It was.
Yes.
Yeah.
He copyrighted. He claimed every single Until Dawn video I did.
Why?
I don't know.
What was it on Until Dawn?
He also did Until Dawn videos.
Oh, that's why.
You know what?
I looked him up, and there were other people commenting on his videos, and they were like, "Dude, why do you claim my content? Like, I am not the only one this has happened
You know
to. There
what,
was a
Shady?
bunch of
You
other
know what,
people.
I'll handle it. I'll handle it with KSI. I'll hit my boy Logan up and I'll handle it. Okay, just
Logan
You're
lost
so
the
fucking
first time.
queer that
He's
it's
gonna
not even funny.
lose the second. I'm sorry. I told Brandon I was there. I was
Logan,
at the fight. I
Logan
watched
lost.
Logan get destroyed.
Logan,
Okay.
no, Logan lost from the 2-point deduction. If he didn't have
Logan,
Hey,
hold on, hold
am,
on. If you
I'm friends with 2 children,
hold on,
apparently.
hold on, Shady, I'm gonna tell Brendan wrong. If you look at the scorecards before he got the deduction in round 4, KSI was ahead. The only round Logan won by 1 judge was the last round by the 3rd judge, and he only won by a point. KSI won both fights outright by points.
No,
So you can't
no,
talk shit
no,
because it's
no.
true. You can't argue with points.
Logan showed the points. Logan was ahead first and third round.
Logan
KSI had the
showed
second
the
round.
points that he got. His team came up with the points. I have the actual points from the actual fight because I was writing them down in the score sheet.
Oh my god, you guys actually care?
I mean, care about it because Brandon's a bitch and I just want to complain about it, but because he thinks
You
America.
know what? I can see.
I'm sorry, they
I
haven't.
can see Shady. I can see Shady just loading up a gun for fighting. I can see him loading up a gun.
No, I'm just playing my game.
But
He just shoots both of us.
I mean, here's the thing. You guys both know I'm British at heart, so I'm not American. I'm British.
And
So
I'm Irish.
the fuck you are. You're American.
I'll tell you this.
No, I'm Irish. I'm redhead. I'm Irish.
You're American, Brandon.
Not
No, I'm
all
Irish.
Irish people are redheads. Come on, man. That's racist.
I'm not a redhead,
That's-
and I'm very Irish.
Well, you don't have the gene then because my beard is very, very red. Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're a ginger. You don't have any soul.
No, because my dad was half Irish and then my mom was half Italian. So, or no, my mom was full Italian. My dad was half Irish.
Oh,
So-
Italian. Tell her what Verde Mantis means.
Verde Mantis. I haven't heard that in a long time. God.
Do you know what
I
Verde
know-
Mantis means?
No, I haven't studied Italian in so long. Like I need to read.
Verde Mantis means light green.
I'm supposed to go to New York. I think.
Yeah, I should have known that because I knew what verde meant.
Yeah, Verde is green. That's Latin.
Wait, hold up.
So-
Oh, never mind. I was like, never mind. I thought it was something else.
So that
Hey.
there's that. You know.
But apparently, so all right. So let me tell you a little. Let me tell you a little life history here. My grandpa.
Life history.
My grandpa.
I don't want to hear the life history of your
Oh,
family.
My grandpa apparently was one of the original members of the four families. So, my grandpa was apparently one of the dons.
My
Okay.
family originated from...
Is that a threat?
Is that a
No.
threat? Yeah. Are you challenging me?
Yeah, well, guess what, buddy? I'm related to the man who wrote the book, Johnny Appleseed.
Nice.
Also, I'm related to Dog the Bounty Hunter, so you can blow me.
I met Dog.
And that is too stupid to make up to begin with.
I met Dog. Back a couple years back in Hawaii. So.
He probably didn't like you, huh? He was probably coming to collect a bounty,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Let's not talk about that, okay? Let's not talk about that.
But no, so yeah.
Shadies can get over me about me going to jail for a bounty.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. To be honest,
You wouldn't doubt it.
I would not doubt you having a bounty on your head, and you know what? I would claim it. I'd claim that
just
bounty.
like Red Dead style.
No.
Yes, I would come if you had a bounty.
I would
Over-
come.
If you had a bounty, I would arrive to your house I don't care if it's a $5 bounty. I'm still taking that $5 bounty,
He's
wanted
still
dead or
shooting
alive.
you.
I'm taking
They're
that
like,
bounty. That's $5.
They're like, it was a $5 bounty. It didn't say wanted dead or alive. It just said wanted. And you're like, well, I guess you just see what you want to see.
Yeah, I killed him. Here you go. You don't have to deal with him.
And they're like, wait a minute.
You don't understand the pain I've gone through. How about this shitty? If I put a 100K bounty on Brandon's head, is that enough to fix your truck?
How much?
100K?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Brandon.
I'll get myself like 6 more square bodies.
You know what? I'm gonna get my shotgun. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting. Just don't look out your front door. We're like doing the podcast in front of his front door and he doesn't even realize.
Using all his electricity, bringing that bill up.
Yeah. Oh boy, my electricity bill's gonna be high AF.
How expensive is yours now? Mine's like $300 every fucking month.
The new house will be almost $700 a month.
Well, oh my good God.
Because it's so far away. Almost half the town's electricity to my house. So, okay, whatever. I mean, I don't care. I think if I have enough money to make a heated garage, I think I have enough money to pay my electricity bill every month. So
My house isn't even insulated.
my upstairs where I'm living right now is not insulated. When it's really windy, you can actually feel the wind go through the house.
You can't feel it at my house.
You can feel it. You can actually feel like the wind's going through the house.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's quite bad. I told you my house was old, but I didn't tell you how old and terrible it actually is. But yes, yeah, hopefully my house doesn't like destroy. Luckily, you know what, we don't live in the Midwest, so we don't have to worry about tornadoes. We also don't have to worry about hurricanes because we're in the coast.
The only thing we gotta worry about are black bears and rattlesnakes.
We don't have rattlesnakes in PA.
Yeah, we do.
Well, actually, yeah, probably in the backwoods here we have creatures.
We have literal rattlesnake hunts.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
There's definitely rattlesnakes here.
There's probably
I've
one in my
seen-
basement, I can guarantee you. I found a bird in my hot water heater. Okay?
How?
I don't know. Don't ask, I don't know. Not gonna be able to tell you that one.
I put it in there.
Yeah, I put it in there. But
Damn.
no,
All this talking's making me not keep track of what parts I need.
Yeah, Car Mechanic Simulator is not the best game to have. I'm literally not playing anything, I'm just sitting here.
Well, okay, alternator and timing cover.
Oh, by the way, I get my C8 tomorrow.
Good.
So, yay. That's
What, are you getting an Alfa Romeo C8?
no.
Drive into a pothole.
I know.
I'm getting the brand new C8 Corvette.
Drive it into a pothole. Send me pictures.
driving. No, I'm not driving
Into a
my
pothole.
brand new Corvette into a pothole. Bruh.
Brandon meant his house, the pothole.
Yeah, I mean that literally is the pit of hell.
No, the pothole.
The pothole of hell.
No, I meant like
I
like
know.
pot the drug.
I got it. Yeah, I was trying to make it not come to that, but yeah. No.
Okay, well that's what it came to.
Yeah, a bunch
That's
of
what I was
bunch
pushing
of people
for.
are getting their Corvettes. My VIN number is 7.
Okay.
If
I feel like they look too long
they do,
for a Corvette.
yeah. But it tells you at the end of what your actual like number is, and I literally have a 007.
That's cool.
So, I mean, I'll take that. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I was like, Yeah, you know what? I'll put it in.
I got 001, boy.
I bet.
Bruh, you know the actual person as 001 is not Jay Leno. It's the first time. He literally was so because he's like, I want the new Corvette, and they're like, okay, we'll get you the new Corvette. The guy, he's like, we'll get you the second Corvette, and he's like, what? Yeah, we'll get you
Hey,
the
what
second
now?
one. The first one was sold to charity on auction, which is sold for like 1.4 million. So tells you how much that is, but still. So he got the second one. I think TJ Hunt got the fourth one. Street Speed got his one, and I got mine. I'll have mine, so. You take that. So, yeah. It's so great. I'm not gonna be able to drive it. Actually, yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be nice. I'll be able to.
Pick me up.
I only have 2 seats. You wanna ride in the trunk?
What's that supposed to mean?
Wanna ride in the trunk?
You calling me fat?
No, I'm saying I only have 2 seats.
Right,
Yeah, me and you.
I'll ride on the front.
I'm not doing that. You won't fit.
No,
He'll dent it.
I meant the hood or the top of the car.
You'll break it. I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
Just
full
literally
insurance.
just called him blatantly fat. Alright.
I don't care calling people things.
I mean, it's
I-
just banter, so.
I can call Mitch fat because I'm fat. So me and Mitch go back and forth. But you
Yeah,
skinny boy,
fat
shut
people
up.
can call fat people, like how black people can call other black people the N-word.
What's
Yeah,
up?
it's fair.
That's how it works with being
I mean, I
fat.
can't call someone skinny. That's not a negative connotation of a
What are you, fucking skinny?
slender.
Go eat
Skinny
it.
ass bastard.
Go eat.
I used to be 160 pounds and like 4'8".
Oh my god.
I used to be heavy, and then like 6 months I lost 16 pounds doing
Ooh,
nothing but
16.
sitting on my
16 is so big. Ooh.
Brandon, 16 pounds is good when you're doing absolutely nothing but sitting on your butt, okay?
Yeah.
That's better. Brandon, I'd like to see you lose 16 pounds.
I lost 35 in the last 2 months.
Yeah, but you're still fat, so that tells me how much. That tells me nothing.
Or fat shaming. That's how you lose weight, you fat shame.
Yeah, exactly. You're just forcing your friends to say, "Hey, you know what? If I wasn't fat, they wouldn't call me fat. So let's not be
Now
fat."
my
And-
issue is I don't care either way.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't care if you call me fat or not. I don't care. Okay.
As he's eating 12 Twinkies.
I get more bitches
Probably
than
what he's
you do.
cooking.
So that,
He's got his Twinkie, he's deep frying it. And he's got the chocolate sauce going that he'll put it on. And it'll be like 3
Chocolate
million.
good.
sauce.
dude, that sounds good.
Probably what he's making.
Ooh.
No, I mean macaroni and cheese and cheesy hot dogs.
Oh, that's even worse.
Dude, I haven't had a cheese hot dog in forever.
You've ever had a so you know how you have mozzarella stick?
Mm-hmm.
There's something called there's a fair near me and they have what they call a mozzarella cheese dog. What it is they take they wrap it in mozzarella and fry it. So it's like a corn dog, however you have cheese in it and then you fry it. It's actually not really that
I'm gonna
good.
get diabetes thinking of it.
Exactly, you're gonna get diabetes just thinking of, I want my mozzarella cheese.
I love mozzarella sticks. I really do. That's one of my weaknesses.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the reason.
That I'm how I am.
No. I
Is
mean,
that what you're gonna say?
I eat about 3 times as I did than when I was actually fat, and I'm losing weight. It's kind of weird. And I'm not eating I mean, I'm eating healthy, but not all the time. So, like, I just had 2 cinnamon rolls today, and they're both like 2,000 calories each. and I can guarantee you, in tomorrow I'm gonna lose 2 pounds. It's the weirdest thing. I don't really like
Is it like that movie Thinner?
You get
You're just
smaller.
always losing weight.
I mean, luckily though, I'm eating my weights, keeping it even. So I'll eat 2 pounds and then I'll lose 2 pounds, so I'm keeping it even. But in reality, I've gained 5 pounds in 3 months, which is better than what because I want to get bigger, but I'm gaining it not in fat, but I'm gaining it in muscle, which is better. Which I also forgot to mention, of course, your house cannot be complete without a personal home gym, as always. That's there. You have that. Um, so that's there as well. I mean, think of like a rich person's house, and then that's kind of what mine is, but it's cheaper. By like,
Just Pennsylvania rich, like Amish.
I'm making my own butter. That's my personal gym.
I
Making my own
churned that
butter.
butter.
Hey, I make my own butter, okay? Shush.
I made my own. I made like 7 gallons of ice cream once on my own. It's actually not that
I've
hard.
been making something recently that I think is dangerous to be making this much of.
Meth.
Is it
Meth.
cocaine?
I made like 6 loaves of pepperoni bread
Nice.
in the past week.
Have
Oh
you
my
eaten all of
god.
them?
Yeah.
God damn.
Not myself.
I was
Me
about
and
to
my
say, God damn.
dad.
What the hell?
I love pepperoni bread. Do you guys have them where you live?
We call them pepperoni rolls, if that counts.
No, I mean a loaf of bread that's got pepperoni and cheese in it.
Oh, no. I don't think we've ever. Don't think I've had pepperoni bread. We have pepperoni rolls, which is just rolled with pepperoni and cheese, but not mixed into the actual bread.
It's like full pieces of pepperoni and like cubed up cheese.
Can I
It is
have?
so fucking
Can I have a
good.
loaf?
I'll bring some when I meet you.
I'll give you $35.
Hold up, don't forget about me.
Brandon, you're gonna go bankrupt of all the pepperoni. Take 1 loaf for $35.
Oh, good God.
But yeah, I was saying that the company I work for paid like 48% of about almost half of what my house costs. Because that's how it is. So because of that, I didn't actually have to pay the full price of the house. And what I did was I took 30% of that and saved it up so I can pay off the loan that I got for it, which I've already done so. Have fun with that. I've now completed everything, which means the house is officially mine and it's all paid off. Did that almost immediately. It was the first thing I was like, you know what, that's what I'm going for.
Well, that's how I kind of was with a vehicle. That's why I didn't get something that took payments. I was like, I am going with cash, and I am buying it all up front.
Right.
I don't like payments.
I don't like payments because the people that like usually give you the payments are gonna like say, yeah, you know, it's every month, but it's actually every 28 days. And if you're late on your payments, they like raise it up by $100. At least that's my experience. Could be someone else's, but that's my.
Well, I don't like the thought of having to pay something that often. Like,
Yeah.
obviously you have to with insurance and stuff.
Which my
but
insurance is. Oh boy.
Well,
mine's only like $80 a month.
You're driving a fucking new Corvette. It's fixing to be pricey, so.
Yeah, that's not my most expensive vehicle, obviously. But besides that.